My name is Henry Ekaputra. My student number is 291258186. Today, I will do corporate bond analysis, which is taken from problem 2C. Based on the 2C, there are two bonds. One is PLN Persero for obligation berkelanjutan 4 tahap 1 2020 seri D, and bond 2 from PT Angkasa Pura obligation berkelanjutan tahap 1 2021 seri D. So in the next presentation, I will explain whether bonds are one for PLN or Angkasa Pura, it's good or not, and if both of them is good, where would you choose better, bond 1 or bond 2? This is the information received from the problem that we received. So based on this information for bond 1 PLN, the interest rate they give it is 6.65 as a coupon for 15 years. So with the nominal value is 841 billion rupiah. So it will be interest will frequency will be quarterly every 3 months. The purchase price is 100% with 2% transaction cost. Based on PV window rating, this is categorized as AAA, which means stable outlook. Now, about the bond 2 from PT Angkasa Pura I. They offer for 10 years maturity and the nominal is 497 and the interest rate coupon is 8.6 and they offer the coupon frequency for quarterly every 3 months. The purchase price is they give it 99% at par plus 1% transaction cost. As per Pevindo rating, uh, bond for Angkasa Pura categorized as triple A, the same like PTPLN. Let's we see the calculation for bond 1 for PTPLN. Based on the information provided earlier, we can get that the face value, assume this is 1 million rupiah, the coupon 8.65%, the frequency per year 4, and maturity for 15 years. The purchase price 100, transaction cost 2%. So based on that, we can get coupon per period 20,625 rupiah. To calculate year to maturity, you can get this from quarterly is 2.1 and if you analyze by multiply by 4, we can get 84.1. About the annual, effective annual, it's 8.68%. Based on 15 years and it it 4 years because it will be coupon will be given 4 times a year quarterly. So you can see full cash flow for 15 years. This is the calculations based on how much coupon you will receive and principal for each quarter. So based on that, you can find the cash flow for the next 15 years. Based on that, we can calculate the Macaulay durations, which is 8.6, and modified duration in years is 8,443. Now we go for the second bond, which is this is PT Angkasa Pura 1. So based on information provided, the same, the coupon will be given by quarterly, but the maturity is only 10 years. The purchase price is 99%, transaction cost 1%. So the coupon per period it will be received 21,500,000 rupiah. So based on year to maturity, so we can get that year to maturity will be 8.6 when effective annual yield is EAY at 8.86. Now, since it's 10 years, the full cash flow schedule for bond to Angkasa Pura 1, you can see from this table. How much you will receive coupon per quarter and how much principal you can receive at the end of the maturity. So based on that, we can get the figure total for the next 10 years. So based on this calculation, you can get that Macaulay duration for is 6.861 years and modified duration is 6.66. Now, for the purpose of the comparison to the of the bond, I'm taking the comparison using Indonesian Government Security Yield Curve IGSYC. So uh, there are two tenor, two maturity date. One is for bond one, which is 15 years, and the second is for bond two. It's for Angkasa Pura is 10 years. If you can see here, for year maturity tenor 10 years, the IG Indonesian government security yield is 6.66. For credit spread AAA, okay, for 10 years is this one, the spread. So the total fair yield for AAA is 7.347. So, and what about the 15 years? Do the same. So this is the figure, and this is fair yield AAA. Please bear in mind that in the website of PHEI, actually the credit spread is only available until the year 10. So what I do extrapolations for credit spread AAA for year 11 and 12, 13, 15. This information is required for me to, to do the calculations comparison for bond number one, which is PT PLN. Based on the above table, you can see from the graphic, and this is the government bond and compare the spread. You can see the difference between this blue and the orange line. This is the spread that we are talking about, which is represent this column. And the total from here is represent the sum of IGCS, the Indonesian government yield, and the credit spread. Now, we go to the next. We want to do the comparison between a bond A, bond 1, and bond 2. Bond 1 PLN and Angkasa Pura 1. So, based on that, the coupon rate, the tenor, and purchase price and transaction cost, and until effective annual yield that I provide to you calculation earlier, and I provide the GCSE and credit and fair yield AAA and this figure. Based on this, you can see that the the year to maturity, um, which is shown on this table, is lower. It's sorry. It's where the compared to credit spread is higher than the year to maturity date. So the difference is 77.79. When if you see point two, the year to maturity is higher than the fair yield of AAA. So it's meaning that it's undervalued. The bond one and the bond two is undervalued. I just want to repeat, since the year to maturity percentage is higher than the fair yield AAA, so we can say that the the bond for bond one and bond two is undervalued. What is the conclusion? We saw that both of bond one and bond two is undervalued because this is good to purchase. But which one is the best one? Based on this data, I recommend to buy bond two instead of bond one. Why? So this is the recommendation. First thing is higher year two maturity percentage. So bond two PLN, okay, they have 8.6, okay, annualized versus bond in one, which is only 84.1. So that's the first reason. The second reason is the higher effective annual yield because the bond 2 is higher than the bond 1. And the third is greater spread over the fair value between bond 2 and the bond 1. And the fourth is the bond 2, if you calculate bond 2 in terms of the purchase value and transaction value, you can get the total purchase cost is 102%. This is for bond 1. But however, for bond 2, the total purchase cost only 100%. So that's the reason bond 2 in terms of acquisition cost is better than bond 1. The fifth one, the lower duration risk. If you can see, the bond 2 modified duration is 6.66 years, which is significantly less compared to bond 1, which is 8.43. Now, for the both of them, based on the Pfindo rating, they are in could categorized fall under AAA. So both of them they are good quality of the bond. I think that's it. Thank you.